So guys, time to get this project back in gear. So after the fire that you saw in one of the other videos, you can still see the remnants of it being burnt. This gear selector came with the engine, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to disconnect this entirely and use the original one that's actually still sitting in the Corrado. And this is how you do it. Okay, so in this video, we're removing this spring because on my car, it's broken. So this spring is what sets the gear stick. When you select neutral, it finds neutral all the time. So that H pattern, it finds the middle of the H. So the first step is to undo this nut. This pin here goes all the way back through all of this, and this is what lets it rotate this way. So we're going to carefully remove it. So before we go too far, we just have to stop now. So this is the spring I'm after. You can see that it's caught on either side, so it actually looks like it's crossed like this. And when it comes up here, so obviously the top one is now the bottom one on this side, and the top one crosses over and becomes the bottom one. So it's kind of like that. And this piece here is split in half. There's two nylon nuts or kind of push together bolts, and we're going to separate them, pull the spring off, hopefully it won't explode, and put it all back in the Corrado. So there's a better look at the spring, and we're just kind of, that's the pin now out, that's what it looks like. So it was in like that, been pulled out. This is the nylon, so carefully, if we manipulate it, there we go, it hasn't exploded thankfully, and it should just come off, or else the internet has lied to me. Okay, there we got it out. That's what it looks like. Nothing all that special, but it just helps the gear selector find neutral again. So here we are now back in the Corrado, and this is my selector. So this is the pin that I had to remove, and I've done the nut here and nut here, and there's two nuts about here but underneath the car, and they're pointing up from underneath. Undone them, and it still won't go down far enough, so I had to get a grinder and just clean away a little bit of the lip. There's less lip sticking up, and just by doing that I let the pin just come out. So now the next job is to install the new spring. Okay, I now have the spring back installed and the stopper as well installed. So the bendy bit goes on the outside and goes underneath, and the short narrow one goes on the top. So now it's just a matter of getting the spring or the pin and shoving it back through the spring and all the way back down here. Okay, so I now have the pin all the way back in, two nuts in holding it upright, and just have to push that in a little bit more, and then there's a nut to go in there. So I also have to take there's a spring washer for there as well. I'm going to take it off the other one and put it in there. Okay, so it turned out that the Corrado takes a different pin than the Mark III. So I just got a little E-clip to fit in there. Now onto the last job, which was to bring these gear selectors through this piece of steel here. Comes all the way up here. These just push down on that. That's the bolt all the way through. And there's two kind of big clips, like E-clips again, that hold these selectors in place. But alright, that's the whole thing done. Okay, now time to just try out the gear selector. So that's first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Might have to do some adjustment, and reverse. As always guys, don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. I'm on PayPal, so if you can, support me there and help the project to keep going along. So as always, thanks for watching, see you next time.